Would I take this over the new Suzuki 1000GX? Let's try to answer that today. Hi guys, Nothing to Prove here. Today's a beautiful day because any day one can be out on two wheels is a beautiful day. Yeah, I'm on the S 1000XR now. Why? Because last week I rode the Suzuki 1000GX. And a lot of you guys asked me, how does this really compare to that? So a lot of my comparisons today will be straight up against that machine. Why that machine? Because this is coming up to price with this, within $2,000 if you spec them out. This will stay about $2K above the Suzuki all the time whenever you're getting stuff. So that's what I'm doing. You guys asked for it, I'm giving it to you. Now, the 1000S, what's new this year? This is actually, they have a bump in power. The seat height bumped up also. The panels and air intakes are more dynamic, they say. I don't know what that means, or sportier is what I say. The radiator textured is now, cover is textured. Yeah, you see me laughing, I'm like, they're really looking to up, what can we update? The strut is more comfortable and softer. That's been updated. Did I notice a difference? It is a little bit better ride than the Suzuki in my humble opinion. But also what is now standard this year is keyless, and also the adaptive headlight pro. That's the adaptive cornering lights are standard this year, and USB charging. So there's some other things. I'll just put everything up over here. Now where does this bike fit in the shopping list? Well, you can see right there, it's right in about the middle. On the shopping list, I have these all arranged by weight, not by price, not by power, by weight. And this is right smack dab in the little, in fact, right in the middle of both Suzukis, the GT and the GX. But look at that power. This bike is king on power. King on torque, no. But power, yes. This is also pretty far gone on price, especially if you look at the MXR, 32K if you go full carbon and everything on this. And in fact, you can get carbon wheels this year as an option on this bike. You could always get the forged as an option, but now you can go carbon. They're 1.5 kilos lighter than the forged aluminum. These are just the cast. So that's got to be 2.5, 3 kilos of unsprung weight if you go straight to the carbon. I personally wouldn't get the carbon. I would go to the forged on here though, save a kilo, 1.5 kilos with that. And they're stronger. So that's just my humble opinion. Now, these are all the numbers, and if you are shopping in this sport touring / cross / heavyweight area, just take a look at this list and say, okay, now you know where the numbers fit. Now, those are just the numbers though. How do those numbers feel with the engine and transmission on the street? Nobody behind me. Roll on here with a medium throttle. Let's find out how this quick shifter is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right there. It's a little better than the Suzuki's. I have to give it. Let's try it again. Let's go down 5, 4. Oh, that's nice and smooth. But the Suzuki's was too. 2. And let's go all the way down to 1. Let me look through this corner, make sure nobody's coming, and let's try a little bit of full throttle. Okay, nobody's coming. This looks clear either direction. All right, let's go. Okay. Beautiful. This quick shifter is better than the Suzuki's by far. Now, the Suzuki has a little bit more grunt down low, more torque, and a little bit lower RPMs. So this you need to keep a little higher RPMs than the GX Suzuki. So yeah, see right there at $4,000 this thing has nothing. There's drop 3 gears there. No, this has a lot. Okay. Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh yeah. Woo-hoo. This is fun. So the engine and transmission, which one would I like better? Now you guys see me, I'm thinking. The Suzuki or this? I'll tell you what. I would like the Suzuki motor in this bike with this transmission. The Suzuki transmission needed a 7th gear. They were too close together. For this kind of riding, I think that's what I'm getting at, is the Suzuki's motor is a little torquier down low than this, and that's good, but this transmission and quick shifter is so good on this thing. It's hilariously good. But which engine and transmission is better? Ooh. Different strokes for different folks, guys. If I want a more laid-back, relaxed ride, I would take the Suzuki. And if I wanted a more aggressive ride, I would take this. Like that. Oh yeah, this is awesome. So overall, what would I say? Engine and transmission, 2 thumbs way up for this. Boom, boom, as I gave it on the Suzuki too. It just depends on what you guys want. Let's see how this bad boy does on the Autobahn, shall we? Oh, this does pretty well, huh? Okay, let's go. Let's see how fast she can go. There we go, 250, 256. Construction. Okay, we gotta slow down now. All right, I'll slow down if I have to. Oh yeah, there is serious construction. Well, how is the wind right here at a normal highway speed? Yeah, I feel it all over. Okay, buffeting, perfect. Right here, we're going by these trucks. Ooh. That's not bad. Notice the windscreen is in the up position. That's already beating the Suzuki right there in wind noise, but it's right at the top of the helmet, the wind. But yeah, on the shoulders, arms, that buffeting off of these trucks is amazing. Wow. Okay, construction over. Let's go. I can't help it, guys. This bike just wants to go. Just fly. Wow. Wow, let's just fly on this thing. Okay. All right, let me normal speed. Okay, let's try to get this thing. Okay, 130. Okay, let's what is that? That's still 80, isn't it? Wind noise is good. What's better, the Suzuki or this? Vibration is less in the foot pegs than the Suzuki and less in the palms. It's about the same in the right, but about a little same in the right, but a little less in the left hand. So I guess that's, this will do. I could stay a little longer on the Autobahn with this than the Suzuki, but this I would go a lot faster. Why? I don't know. This just egged me on. I couldn't help but do 200 all the time. And wow, I got up to what, 255? What is the top speed of this thing? 250, I think, officially. But overall, on the Autobahn, I would take this over the Suzuki. The Suzuki was nice, but you know, here now I'm off the Autobahn. I can just put this down and enjoy some more fresh air because it's really hot. It's 26 degrees C, so that's 80 something. So I want some fresh air. Put the windscreen down, and if I was on the Suzuki and the windscreen was in the up position, I could not do that. I'd have to pull over, haul out the tools, and put it down. So for that alone, the windscreen, and this is an acceptable windscreen for the Autobahn, I didn't have a problem with it. fully electronic suspension, 45 millimeters, 150 mils of travel, 320 discs. Now, if you get the forged or the carbon, the thickness here is no longer 4.5, it's 5 millimeter thick. 320s, 4-piston, yeah, of course, monoblocks, Brembos, looks like Gen 4s. And on the rear, fully electronic and preload adjustable too, electronically. And we have 2-piston BMWs on 260, 5 discs there. So how does this suspension and brakes feel on the street? So how is this newly refined rear shock spring? Okay, refined. Yeah, that's a good word. How is it doing on this rougher back road here? See, you can hear it in my voice a little bit. There's all these tiny little bumps that wreak havoc on the suspension, and I always take bikes down this road if I can to test this dynamic ESA suspension, and it is performing. It's pretty snug and tight and sticking a line, no complaints here with this suspension. And here, let's drop her down a gear or two. How is that front brake doing? Oh, beautiful. Loving that front brake. That's way better than Suzuki's. That's not even on the same class. Oh yeah, that's way better. Now let me try the rear brake. Oh yeah, okay, that was about equal to the Suzuki's. So brakes and this suspension, this electronic ESA suspension is actually quite awesome. Here, let's go around this guy. Oh yeah. This bike, it was just blow by anything. Yeah, this suspension is end brakes, 2 thumbs. There's no question about it. Way up, boom boom. Coming back here, yeah, this looks kind of clean. It is kind of sharp. It's case ready. You can put the cases on there. I do like how clean that is. Top box, I think you have to put on a little thing. Hey, that is ready for the top box. Yeah, it is. Already nice aluminum grab bars there. A good size seat, and yes, I am liking the improvement of this seat. When they changed it last year, a couple years ago, I was like, now it is wider, longer, better, and 10 millimeters higher. Now this is 850 mils off the ground. You can go to the low seat, down 30, or high seat, up 20. And if you go to the low seat and you lower the suspension 30 mils, which they do offer that when you order this for 220 euros here in Germany, and they lower that 30 mils, seat is 30 mils, you're right at 790. Wow, that is great. 60 mils, 30 for the seat, 30 for the suspension. So they are addressing this complaint over the years of all the shorter riders that say, hey, what about me? I like the 1000 XR, but it's for taller riders only. Now it's fixed. So you guys take a look at that. Now this 20-liter tank, pretty good filled up. This is 227 kilos, unless you get the forged wheels or even the carbon. So how does that weight feel in a little village? In a little village like this, I like the commanding position a little better than the Suzuki. I'm a little bit more in the bike instead of on top of the bike. And my legs are not as tucked, as bent. The knee angle is not as bent as on the Suzuki, so that's a little bit of a difference there. But the handlebar position is about the same. This might actually feel a little bit, look at that. Oh yeah, this thing was, I just turned right and just left it in 4th gear. So this roll-on is okay. In a little village, whatever you want to do, it's totally compatible. It's just, I like the sound of the Suzuki motor at low speed better. I like the sound of this at high speed better, at higher RPMs. So yeah, I would like to get the best of both worlds here. But as far as turn in, They're equal. Well, I would go a little hair towards, here, I'll go this way, towards this in a little village as far as the turn in and the overall sight picture that you're seeing around you. Just a hair better. Boy, these bikes are so close, and they're close in price. Once you get the travel package on the Suzuki, then you go to a base this. Now this has the 2 packages on it that you can get with this, so this is about $2 grand more than the Suzuki at the travel package. So it just depends on what, and this doesn't have luggage and the Suzuki does. But you still got to add other things to that. So I would give it about $2 grand difference. So in town, yeah, I would give this thing 2 thumbs up. Boom, boom. No changes here. Everything's the same. No changes here. And you guys in North America now have this emergency call button. You press that, or if you get in an accident. So all you guys in North America are going, woo, it's about time. Yeah, I've never used it. Same 6.5-inch TFT, so I'm not going to show you that. This is where the navigation goes, the connected ride navigator goes. And something the Suzuki does not have that this does. Boom. So simple. Suzuki, come on. Give us that adjustment. City, highway. City, highway. Cold, up. Warm, down. It's very simple. Overall, Suzuki versus this. They're neck and neck. This is consistently about $2 grand more here in Germany, so you might want to check with your country, than the Suzuki once you start speccing. And so right now, this one's right at 21, because they have both packages on here, everything you can get on this bike. And this is what, 21.5, and so the Suzuki's right at 19.5, 19.4. So you spec them both out the door. Suzuki's 20K and this is 22K. So if you compare apples to apples. Now, is this worth $2 grand more than the GX? That's the question. Yeah. The electronics are better. The suspension electronics, the cornering electronics, you have a little more adjustability, although you do have a lot of adjustability on the Suzuki too. It's a wash. Brakes on this. Same monoblocks as on the Suzuki. These are much better. Suzuki needs to work on integrating that into their 6-axis IMU ABS system. That's usually the problem. Triumph had a problem with it on their big Tigers for a while there, but then in the last few years they've fixed that. So it's a software thing to get it to work with your system. Suzuki, give them a year or two and they'll refine that better. And this rear brake is better than the Suzuki's rear brake too. So just these little things, although I do like the Suzuki seat a hair better than this. Although the riding position, I like this better than the Suzuki. See, you go back and forth. Sit on both bikes. Try them out, guys. They're so close in price now. It's just a matter of what you want. And the bottom line is, I can do this. Yeah. Highway, city, hot, cold. Suzuki, I have to get out tools and spend 10 minutes adjusting that. Come on. Give me a break. Overall, which bike would I buy? Would I pay an extra $2 grand if we spec them out the same? For this? Yeah, I would take this. Now, if this were the same as a Suzuki, I'd be like, well, wow, Suzuki, you've really failed here. But this is their first attempt. Wait for the prices to go down on that GX. They will. They always do. I shouldn't say that. The last few years with all the shipping costs coming from Asia Pacific area is going up, and they're going up again this summer, container pricing. So I don't know what bike to buy. You guys choose. I would take this. Now you have my personal opinion. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video and earned your right for your subscription. Ride safe, guys, and ride like there's nothing to prove. Take care.